$2,000 camera with a cable company, so he got the job. All right, this first poem is Each to His Her Own. Typewriters type, poets compose, teachers teach, each to his her own. Even the sun knows its function, to blaze, heat the day, then fade away for the moon, which knows to glow bright white, hanging there in the sky like a hot quarter in a kid's pocket. I think most of the poets that I know anyway have written at least one poem about writing poetry. I have a couple, and the one I've chosen to read is called The Reason Why. The Reason Why. Now, this last line, those of you who are familiar with Gerard Manley Hopkins, this last line is a copy. I've stolen it. Not the words, but the format. The Reason Why. This act of writing poetry is bravado against the dark, finding music in strange silences, citing the wave's thrilling hesitation as it crests and hangs there, before the crescendo of its collapse. This act of writing poetry lights the tunnels we build against each other, against ourselves, fashioning words for the images that flash on the kinescope of our strange oceanic interiors. This act of writing poetry attempts double time to solidify the wave as it crashes on the shore, to shock the wind out of motion, but keep the seagrass bent. This act of writing poetry creates plenty from hunger, renders the ugly beautiful, becomes a way to render Caesar and God once and for all. Ah, this act of writing poetry. The next few poems are about relationships, and not necessarily the intimate kind we all long for. One is with a very dear friend of mine who's no longer here in this world. Another is a relationship with my daughter. And the third is a relationship with my left breast. So, first one, conversation in apple blossom time. A collage of leaves winnows down, fresh sunlight playing rapid transmutations on a man, a woman, draped on garden chairs, as the afternoon murmurs its secrets of wish and desire. The apple trees yield slightly turned blossoms. A carpet of white appears at their feet. There occurs between them delicate negotiations, as ephemeral as the paths the blossoms take, as rapid as the sunlight changes, summoning lifetimes of habit and dread, of small triumphs, of larger gains than were imagined. A bird batters at the window, shakes down blossoms before their time. It knows nothing of the momentary release of apple blossoms, the trees overhead a canopy to this scene. The man, the woman, merely players. Over the garden chairs, fresh sunlight broadens by the hour, plays more slowly on the figures draped there. The carpet thickens, a sweet smell of blossoms rises rich in the air, lending credence to a man, a woman, and their conclusions. A daughter's Valentine received at an odd moment. Your Valentine arrived here in the mail today, saying that you would love me always. And I burst into tears for knowing that while you might love me always, I would not be here to know it always. Your love for me would have its limit too, like water rippling from a stone's throw. Your Valentine with its white Cupid adorning the front arrived here in the mail today, while I was trying to reconcile dying with living. and having a hard time of it. The white, naked Cupid adorned my windowsill for weeks. Every short moment I looked at it, I thought how you would love me always. I know you meant it, but life is such a contradiction. Thank you. The next one is from the chapbook. Oh, little chapbook, where are you? Here you are. The Breast Cycle, a Journey of Dreams and Nightmares. And it is the poetry that I wrote from actually the first poem was written before the diagnosis of breast cancer, but the second poem and on is the journey that I took through breast cancer. I'm going to do another printing of this because I'm going to be reading this in full in Middletown Library in October. I'm really excited about that because I've never done a full reading of this. I've included it from time to time, but I did want to, since I was thinking about relationships, since I was thinking about relationships, I realized, you know, this poem really describes my relationship with my left breast. It's called An Open-Ended Lament. I see breasts everywhere. In Monet's haystacks, in white clouds overhead, even in an ice cream cone, the world is replete with full breasts. Like this one I lost to a fine surgeon's fine hand. My fine hand fingers a pathology report. Received fresh is a left modified radical mastectomy specimen. My left breast now, cut off in full display for some stranger, gone. But I do not let go of it. In my dreams, in this wakeful nightmare of a new life, one-breasted. I mourn as I might for a relinquished child. Though I had the breast 36 long years and sometimes did not like it, nor the male responses to it, now I mourn the symmetry, the beauty, the pulsing warmth of it. Its twin seems so alone.